Yes, people, welcome to Never a Foul. Look, it's a late evening stream. We're joined by Mr. Joey again. You know, he just loves it, innit? It's the second time here. But, you know, who better to have them three Chelsea panelists to talk about hella Chelsea news that, you know, came to my ears right now. You know, we've got some Man United stuff as well, of course. Different one this time. And then we got Liverpool Roms in here joining very soon. And then we got Mons to talk. Let us know about Rabiot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Rabbit hole. Wait, what's just saying, Elias? Big news. What big news? What big news?
Rabbit hole.
Is this something I don't know? Don't tell me something. Because he's saying
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Don't worry. If there's something, I'll find it.
Yeah, because if it's the
Why'd you guys want Rabiot? Why'd you guys want Rabiot in the first place?
Bro, they've been linked with him for 5-6 years. No, longer than that. 7 years, 6 years. Mad, isn't it? The thing is, we talked about it like last week as well. But I don't know how much, because it's a free, innit? Would you not take Rabiot on a free if your midfield was starving for someone that's a bit defensive? Maybe, innit? Maybe. Do you want to deal with Veronica?
No, I don't. No? I mean, he already got another midfielder that is just. We got to get rid of midfielders, bro. We don't need more midfielders.
And I feel like you want to be dealing with this type of super agents. Those ones that are a bit more, crazy, especially when they're family. They'll be demanding more.
Yeah, maybe that is the case. Guys, if you don't mind, if you haven't done so yet, the likes are very nice as well, man. They're on 55 at the moment. So big up to everyone that has liked. But if you haven't liked, then please do so as well. Everyone's channel's in the description below as well. Big up Ahmed. This is his first time on the show from the bridge. So we got a lot of debutants coming through on Never a Foul lately as well. So what you man saying anyways, man? It's getting started, isn't it? Like the true transfer window's coming through. And maybe I'm getting giddy because Man United's making moves, but I'm going to keep telling Monts in it. Don't let us finish above you.
The first day of the window, you got KDH signing for Chelsea. You got Mark Hugh as well. This is getting tasty, man. I can't wait for the preview.
Who the fuck is Mark Hugh, man?
Chelsea windows are always crazy.
Respect Baby Torres, man. He'll start by the Conference League goals next season.
Yeah, man. Ilias, my bad, man. We are late in it. Just blame Monts in it. Just always blame Monts. But train journeys and that. You know what I'm saying?
Mont, I promise I'm super chatting the next time you go live, fam. I promise. I'm super chatting the next time you go live. We're putting it towards a train fund.
Months.
We're putting it towards a train.
We need to donate. If people have it within them, we need to donate £55 in super chats to cover Monts' train fare.
Yeah, we need to get that train fund up, son.
Monts got absolutely ripped apart by a Karen on a train. Do you understand? No game, didn't even know how to sound it out and go about his day. Man got absolutely twisted up. You know what I mean? We got the ball put through his legs twice and over his head and dinked. That's what happened, man. He got ran up on. So if anyone's got that within them, big up, man.
She tried babe me off as well. Like I want to eat it.
Hey, but before we go into it, I can't lie. Hands down, Gakpo. You got your name back for now, innit? You got your name back for now. You're on thin ice. Gakpo was a very good performance. Actually, you know what? He's in my best 11 so far in the Euros on that left hand side /striker. That /striker, however you want to label it, Nico Williams is going to fit in there somehow. So if you have to run up 4-4-2, then that's going to be the case. But I'm just saying, Gakpo, very good tournament at the moment. Bar the goals, performance-wise, he's been very good. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, he was really good. Really,
he's always
really
looked good on the left, man. Honestly, whenever he's playing the left, and whenever I've seen him, he's always.
I think you have to give credit as well.
Yeah, I just at Liverpool, I know he keeps on getting played in the 9 role, but like I feel like he's always played best.
On the he left. Was being played at 8 for half the season.
I mean? Yeah, he's at the left wing, man. He's always done well from whenever I've seen him. So listen, man.
I don't know why Liverpool fans hate him though. I don't know why you guys hate him. What for?
We don't hate him.
No, I don't like
brother's
average.
You know, it's because they keep on forcing Nunes onto the left because and to create chaos. Gakpo is getting forced to play in the middle. You know what I mean? He was literally sacrificing.
Oh, so
himself for the
Gakpo
team.
is the scapegoat because of Nunes then, yeah?
Cody Gakpo, man.
No, Gakpo's not the scapegoat for Liverpool.
I'm scapegoating Nunes. I'm scapegoating Nunes, not Gakpo.
Nunes is probably one of the main scapegoats at the moment, obviously. For
Exactly,
obvious
yeah.
reasons. I mean, I've said Nunes a long time, but I'm talking genuinely from a fan base perspective, innit? Like, I've said, like, Gakpo, he does need to prove himself. I think across all competitions, I think he got 16 goals or
17.
He got a decent amount of goals across all competitions, innit? Yeah. And the thing is with Gakpo on limited amount of minutes and limited amount of starts and also limited amount of times on the left. And I have tried to say many times that I think on the left, you'll get the most out of Gakpo. I think he can put up good numbers and good consistency on the left. However, when he, as you said, when he's gone in the 9, he has looked underwhelming unless he had 2 runners off of him. So, you know, I feel like there was a moment when Gakpo was moving quite stinky in the season. And I think people are going to home in on that to say that Liverpool fans hate him. But that's not really the case at all, by the way. I think Liverpool fans do appreciate Cody Gakpo, and I think this is probably the time where he's going to start getting more recognition.
Might be an issue, you know. It might be an issue next year, maybe. But I've seen this before in the World Cup, and I said I'm not surrounding his height this time though, because he's doing a thing on his ones on the left and not really surrounding sport. I'm liking it. Ain't gonna lie. Giving me the markers, Rashford cut him, bang, bottom corner. That's what I like to see from him. Brazilians
You know what the thing is as well. Like,
I mean,
when Gakpo signed for Liverpool back in January window, like Jurgen Klopp failed to get the best out of him. Like, can you make sure that after this Euros, like Arne Slot can maybe play him, let's say, in his natural position in the left wing?
I think it's almost for certain he's gonna play on the left wing for Arne Slot. I think it's almost for certain. I don't think there's.
Doesn't that depend on also if Luis Diaz is he like leaving? Is he staying? Because if he stays, there's gonna be it's pretty much gonna be team. I think Luis Diaz.
I'm hearing Barcelona names pop up for him. Though.
but I don't understand.
Yeah, but that's broke Luna. That's broke Luna, bro. Let's be real,
Yeah,
man.
they want to sign so many men, but they ain't got the minerals for that. You know what? As well, though, big up that Turkish keeper for that save. Yeah, bringing out his inner Peter Schmeichel, David Seaman saves because that was a bad boy save. You know, big up the Akis, man. Big up the Akis.
You're talking about the end, right? You're talking about right at the end, right?
Yeah. Absolute cold Turkey. You know what? Like Mont said, I think that before the stream started, he's like the Austria hype just died. It died. Like, where are you now? You can play all the pretty ball and all have the structure in the world. Tournament
This
football,
couldn't finish, bro.
And guy was on the side. Yeah, man, but still sat Southgate though. But anyways, shall we get into all of this conundrum of transfers? Yeah, Chelsea. There's a lot to talk about, and big up Abdemus Prime, yeah, because he's the one that was displaying all the information. Just because even there's stuff in here that I don't know. Big up Matt Law for promoting his OnlyFans, isn't it? But you know what I mean, like do what you gotta do for that bag, twerk for that. Robert Sanchez is expected to start as first choice goalkeeper and will be expected to perform a similar role to Ederson and Hermansen, whoever that is. That's going to be a funny time. He said, Chelsea have not ruled out a move for Osimhen if the price drops, but Saudi Arabia is more likely for him, and the club are not rushing due to the belief. Nkunku could play false 9. Very interesting there as well, because if that's the case, Chelsea, I think, I like it. On paper, I like it. I can't lie. Chelsea have added Calafiori, which we do know as well, and Arsenal. We already know about all of this stuff from Fabrizio, and that's interesting times because I can see the titles right now. Both clubs rejected for Juve. Can't wait. We'll talk about it though. Again, we'll talk about it again. Also, this one, which just came out tonight, and this is interesting, which we're going to talk about first, anyways. Before we do that, Ben Chilwell will be sold, or the future of Ben Chilwell is basically uncertain. That was actually what Matt Law said. And the last one is Chukwuemeka 40 million release clause that no one knew about, and it's just come out. Him and Lukaku linked to AC Milan. If you think AC Milan are broke, guess again. Not this season.
About to get that Xerxes money as well, though, no? As well.
Who's
That's
that?
Bologna.
Yeah. The Xerxes money is, I think, 40 million, isn't it? 35.
Yeah. That's the money from Xerxes as well.
Yeah.
Big up, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about Jamaica. Because you know what?
Wait, what do you mean Xerxes money?
Yeah, what do you mean by Xerxes money?
They're about to buy Xerxes, remember? But then the agent fee was too high for them.
Oh, they're just reusing that Xerxes money. That's what you're talking about. Okay, I got you.
Do you not want to see Chukwuemeka left? Like, do you want to see him leave? Because 40 million, that's not Chelsea flip money. You know what I mean?
That's double.
It's double what you got. It's double what you flip. But you know, Chukwuemeka is one of them highly rated youngsters.
I don't want to lose him personally.
If he didn't have a release clause, he would be quoted at 65 million or something.
Youngster, how old is he? 23.
Yeah, he's about 22, isn't it?
No, he's 20.
Apparently, Fabrizio just said that Chelsea's plan is to trust Kearney.
He's 20, bro.
To trust him.
Yeah.
They want him. They want to keep him, but the problem is that when the offers come in, like he's gone regardless. Like he's not going. He's probably gonna go on sale. Like
that's one of the bad actions that happened when Bowley was that actual deal.
See, this is you man know my Chelsea opinion. I got three. You man have seen all three of you guys know my Chelsea opinions in it, and I still think you lot lack genuine. I think you lot don't have enough proper quality. And for me, Chukwuemeka is one of the proper quality players in your team. Exactly. He's one of the ones that, for me, if he's fit and he gets a run of games, he should definitely be like in and around that starting 11. Even though he's younger and there's big competition for where he plays, you can see you don't really need to watch him for a lot of minutes to know that he's got proper quality in it. And
it's just been a long injury history.
Yeah, and I get
2 years. Think about it, right? Like it's 2 years we've had him, and you like the release clause is double from what you paid for him. So like I see both sides because I know how good he is, but like also like we just in 2 years we just haven't seen that quality on the pitch enough. Like it's just
feel
it's
not the quality though. It's getting him fit in it. It's not. It's definitely. Can we just agree that it's not his quality? I don't think
exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think for me, fundamentally, he's still young. I feel like sometimes sort of young players do go through these injury bouts, right, where they do get injured. You know, they do go through that injury proneness period. I don't want to lose him personally. There's other midfielders that I feel like you could lose before you even lose him. Even if you were to go down narrow, and I feel like for me, keeping him in the team, helping him grow, in particular this Maresca system, would be for the best. Honestly, for me,
I personally don't think anybody's going to pay the 40 million right now, especially after 2 injury seasons, the 2 seasons he had with injuries. I just don't believe someone would.
And also AC Milan they have Loftus-Cheek in their team. Like I think
they have a lot of players like Carney right now.
That are injury prone that comes from Chelsea as well. So it's not that surprise that AC Milan want him so bad. Even since let's say it's from the start of the window, they've been chasing him since then.
Since last January, they want him on loan.
Go.
And the only offer they've put out towards him right now has been a loan.
The only thing I just
don't believe he's going anywhere.
You know what is, Joey? I think what's gonna happen here is that what's it called? Dimaggio has been pushing really heavy at this idea of loan with like an obligation to buy. I think what more likely happens is they get him on loan and then they get an obligation essentially of the price that we're speaking of.
I mean, Fabrizio just said that Chelsea want to keep him too. So it's
but you know what it's like, bro. You know, we can say we want to keep him, but then if 2 days later we hear that, you know, that's the thing about this club. This is the thing about our club, bro.
Yeah, who knows? And then eventually they want to go get. There's other news like they want to go buy Victor Osimhen. So if that's the case, then yeah, maybe that is the case. They have to go buy. They have to get more money up, get people up for sale, so they can get the guy that they want. That's just how the business works.
Well, apparently top clubs, according to Sam C, is quite reliable, especially when it comes to like Man United stuff as well. But I wouldn't put him across like his reports being shit. Apparently top clubs are, you know, interested in signing Chilwell. All these men want your bums. It's true. It's true what Abdi's saying anyways. So you're going to make some sort of money. You're going to get some maybe Calafiori sort of money just to cover that, because I'm pretty sure Chilwell will go for somewhere between 20 and 30 million, surely, right?
Yep, for sure.
But Chuka leaving is going to be, I think that's a big loss. To say that you trust him to stay, I'm not being funny. Even when he came out from injury, didn't really get a lot of time. Even if he's been promised anything, if you trust someone to stay, why put a release clause in your contract in the first place?
Well, that was a Bowley-esque deal.
You have to ask the question, guys. You have to ask the question. No, 1 second, bro. Yeah, I just have to ask this question. Fundamentally speaking, why didn't the directors, when they came in, look at that contract for Chukwuemeka and be like, let's renegotiate that deal, because we shouldn't be having a release clause in his contract because if you
Because
rate
he
this guy
hasn't
highly,
played, Ahmed. He hasn't played.
He doesn't play. He doesn't play for a
but
He
while.
I
hasn't
disagree, bro. But if
played.
you believe, but the thing,
What
if
do you mean you disagree? He's
because
played
if you
like
no,
10
but the
games,
issue, but the
15
thing is, you know,
games,
if
bro.
again, if the club believes in his potential, believes in the player,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter how many games he's not played for you because of injury. You're still going to be like, let me at least slightly renegotiate the contract such that there's no release clause in there. I don't really see the issue of that at all.
I mean, if you have a player that hasn't played a certain amount of games and you spent 20 million and in 2 years he's pretty much not played that not that much. When he has played, he's been awesome, by the way. Okay, like I'm prefacing it. When I've seen him play, he's been awesome. But when he hasn't played at all, and you can potentially make double on that player when he's been injured for a long period of time for 2 years in a row, you make double on that player. You take the money. Like you don't think about it being, oh, let me renegotiate to keep this player. You
I
just
don't.
say, I'm taking
I
the money.
don't think so. I would be wanting to keep it. If anyone needs to go, it's that bum fucking called Mudryk. He's much better than him, even if he is injured. I'd rather an injured Chukwuemeka than Mudryk. It's going to offer more to me. Whether it's on the left hand side,
Well,
it's a central role. He's
the left wing is a whole different problem. We got whole different problems. On the
I've seen
left
that guy
wing.
play left for West Ham against West Ham. I saw enough.
I think the question.
I know
is
he's good.
how long. I think the question is how long do you keep an injury-prone player? Do you like measure it on how long it takes them to get into gear? Because there's different types of injury-prone players, isn't it? There's the ones where they need 4 or 5 games for them to get back into gear, and then there's the other ones who they don't need there's no wind-up time. The second they step on that pitch, the quality is there. I think Chukwuemeka leans towards the no wind-up time. I feel like he doesn't need 100 games to get back into form. I feel like that's why, me personally, I'd give him a bit more time. And it's not like he's 27, 28, where his injury recovery time is going to be slower. And you know what I'm saying? He's not got.
But Mons, I'm not saying not to give him more time. It's a release clause. So in the end, there's not really like we don't really have an option in the end. Like if someone just says, here's 40 million, bro, and they have the money to give him in wages, the over 100,000, because he's getting paid like nearly 100K a week as a 20-year-old, like then they'll come and get him. That's why I don't believe he'll actually move, because like one, he's an injury-prone player on 100K a week, and two, someone still has to pay a $40 million upfront release clause for him. That's why, like in my opinion, he doesn't really. There's nobody that's going to really do that. I don't believe they're going to just.
The thing is, AC Milan took Loftus-Cheek and Pulisic, knowing how injury prone they were, even if it wasn't as much as a fee, right?
Yeah, but that's a bigger fee too. That's a huge.
That's a different fee than Chukwuemeka, though.
But we're saying that now because it's worked. We're saying the Loftus-Cheek and the Pulisic thing now because it's worked. Before when they made those signings, they weren't seen as calculated signings.
Sure,
you know, they weren't really risk. It was like, again, it's a risk. That's why I say a lot of these things, like you guys, whatever you do is a risk. If you sell him, if someone activates the buyout clause and he agrees to go, and both clubs agree, then it's a risk because he might. Just
we don't have to agree.
He might be a world beater. Yeah, he might be a world beater. Or you keep him and you don't know what his fitness is going to be like. So either way, realistically, it's a risk.
It's a risk, right? I'm not saying it's a good risk or a bad risk, but I think the point that I'm trying to make is that if since it is a release clause, we have no say in him leaving or going. You just have to. If someone wants to pay the fee, then it's out of our hands at that point. That's why that's in the contract. So like when you're going to that we can't like say no, you can't go after they pay the release clause. He would have to say, I don't want to leave Chelsea. That's pretty much what would have to happen.
You know what though? Yeah, it's true. I'm looking at what Ches said in the chat. I think Ches is obviously he's always scouting what we're saying on Never a Foul, in it. Yeah, but the thing is, they got a lot of injury-prone type players. Chilwell trying to flip on Chilwell because of the injuries. If Kearney's gonna go for the reason because of injuries, whoever else it may be due to injuries, then so be it. Because
like I said, I just don't think that it's in our hands if they go for someone pays the 40 million. Like that's
I think they'll go for him, but I think they might be in hope potentially that Leao might be going. Like because it's been said that Saudi want to make 10 key massive signings for obviously the Saudi league shit. And obviously Osimhen's one of them, apparently, allegedly, which we can talk about. And obviously the second one is maybe Liao is another one of them, isn't it? So when you deep it like that, they can get upfront money for someone like Liao, then Kenny makes sense. Who filling them sides? And I think I can't lie. Look, I think Liao is super overrated, anyways.
Agree.
You think he could make a fit? He got a better footballer, but can he put the numbers that he does? That's another question, isn't it? We'll see, anyways, what develops there. But if we move on from that, the Osimhen stuff is quite interesting. Again, because we were told that by Fabrizio not that long ago, like a month ago now, I think we were talking about this, that Chelsea were not looking, they were not looking at Osimhen as an option. And all of a sudden, this kind of report comes back into the fold that they might bring him back in. For me, that kind of shows me that Chelsea, like, when it comes to this upfront option, you lot are kind of maybe lacking ideas on what to do.
I mean,
you know what it is?
5 or 6.
It's not that.
It's if Chelsea, bro. Is it a transfer window when Chelsea aren't linked to Osimhen? It's like
true.
We've been linked with Osimhen for a long time. 1 and 2. Now that Antonio Conte is at Napoli, and we have this looming whale over our head that needs to move in Romelu Lukaku. He like it's not Antonio Conte wants Romelu Lukaku at Napoli. Now you have this. Now you have this like 2 teams linked that want each other's strikers that are being in talks for each other's strikers pretty much. Like eventually you've noticed all throughout this entire transfer window, there's been multiple swap deals. I'm just gonna put it as swap deals in quotation marks. We've all seen it, right?
Yeah.
There's swap deals in the end, right? But that's what pretty much is what it looks like is gonna happen. That's who they want. They want Romelu Lukaku. So you give him Romelu Lukaku, you go give him Osimhen we go get Osimhen at better terms than whatever the release clause that they want. And the only thing that worries me is if he takes the Saudi money. If he takes the Saudi money, hey, big up to him. But if he doesn't, he's probably coming. If he doesn't, he's probably he's waiting for us from the looks of it.
And also like it's been coming anyways, because why would the Napoli president put the £100 million in the first place? So they had to lower the transfer value down because not even PSG was kind of interested.
Even Saudi weren't interested.
See,
that says a lot.
That says a lot about him. Like he's not
There's
£100 million player. He's not £100 million player.
Yeah, I mean, no one's gonna pay that fee. Like no one's gonna, and especially not all of it up front. He's drunk if he thinks he's gonna get all of it up front. Yeah. He's literally drunk. He might as well drink himself into his sleep because he ain't getting that 120 million up front from anybody in the world.
Yeah, and if there's one thing about us, we usually pay over the release clause, even if we were to even pay that fee. We don't even pay.
We're not gonna even get close to that number. It's gonna end up being like a 60 plus Lukaku plus maybe like a Cassidy.
Well, that's interesting because there was that rumor, isn't it?
I thought Cassidy was going to Leicester as well.
No,
he's not. They already sold out. They already brought one of our youngsters from midfield.
Yeah, one of our youngsters from the academy. They bought him for $5 million.
Yeah, we say
Cassidy's got more.
Wait, where's Cassidy going then?
Cassidy, I think he goes to Napoli. That's what my opinion is.
They've been our Chelsea guy in Athletic was saying that he's got a lot of interest abroad. So it might be in Italy and Spain. So it's going one of those 2 places essentially. That's the plan for him.
So apparently, Osimhen's the issue is allegedly or whatever. It's because of the wages. His wages that he wants are substantial, like ridiculous amounts. And obviously, Chelsea's done well to bring down their pay packet quite a lot. Like Man United.
But if you're selling Lukaku, if you're selling Lukaku, who has over a 300,000+ wage packet on our books at this current moment, maybe it's a little bit less at this current moment.
Joey,
it might be less now.
It's half. It's actually half. It's half because when he went to Roma, on loan. He agreed to reduce his wage by half, essentially, to allow him to go. Then it was.
Yeah, but do you mean they pay half?
No,
Yeah.
as in
Yeah,
no,
that-
no, as in like
I don't
his
know.
actual wage.
Yeah, I
His
don't know
actual wage
how
went
that
down to
works.
175k a week. I'm fairly certain.
Why would he agree that? That's a bit weird.
Because
Yeah,
he didn't
that's
want to stay
weird.
at the club. He didn't want to be at the club. He was literally forcing his way out of a move there. He tried it first with Inter, didn't work, and then Roma came in and they allowed it.
I think that's just for 1 year for the loan, bro.
That's
Yeah,
what I
I
was
think-
thinking.
Yeah, that's how it usually is, isn't it?
It's 1 year for the
Right.
loan. That's normally how it works for loans. Like if you're trying to get a loan across the line, you were willing to take a wage cut to get the loan across the
Okay,
line.
then maybe
That's
just
normally how it works. You
Yeah.
might be right. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say that I'm right on this, but I'm just telling you, like on normal terms, that's how it works.
enough.
We got Kearney in the first window. We know we didn't do good biz in that window. They were learning. Yeah, that could have been the case. Big up
I
Ilya
thought,
for
but
that
if you
one.
think about it with that one, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
If you
only
get rid of
three people
350
remaining now. There's only 3 people remaining by now from that summer, isn't it?
Mhm.
If I'm not mistaken. Scarney himself,
Yep.
Santos,
Sterling.
and Sterling. Oh
No,
yeah, now Chilwell
Cucurella.
and Chilwell and
No,
Sterling,
Cucurella.
Cucurella, sorry. Yeah, four
Wait,
players.
4 players from the
Yeah.
summer that you signed, you mean?
Yeah, the rest of them
No,
is
from the
first
summer
window,
bowl he came in.
Sterling, Yeah,
What
Sterling.
do you mean? What about
Cucurella,
all the
Cucurella.
Washington Utes and all them, man?
That was
came
the
the season
next
after.
following window.
Season after.
What summer are you on about? 2021.
Summer 2022.
22.
So when the
2022.
ownership actually came in, their first
2
ever
years
summer,
ago.
Yeah, 2 years
Okay.
ago. There's already, I think, so I'm saying right now, 4 signings are basically remaining from that. The rest of them have
Oh,
all
fair
been
enough.
sold essentially.
Mhm.
So they're clearly trying to essentially, you know,
Yeah,
Oh,
West
Wesley.
Fofana, that's the last.
Yeah.
That's the last player. West Fofana
Yeah.
as well.
And let
Yeah.
me ask Roms anyway. Let me move on to Roms. Is Chelsea, should they be looking at Osimhen, that sort of player, anyway, that sort of deal, even if wages are a bit mad, should they still go into some sort of negotiation for him or probably continue elsewhere? Because he's going to cost them 80 million plus. So that's a big chunk out of what they've already got that money anyways to spend in cash or not. That's how much bread they've actually made just recently. Is that someone, or in your eyes, or are you not feeling it?
It's hard for me because I don't rate Osimhen. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I think he's overrated. But I have to keep the same energy. Chelsea need to go for that bagsman because I've said many times last season, I wasn't in one of them categories saying Chelsea or this, Chelsea or that. I know you've got quality in your squad, but the amount of games where you just needed that finisher, you actually dominated a lot of the games you played in. You just needed that cutting edge. So for me to sit in and say, I personally don't rate Osimhen like that, but for me to sit in and say Chelsea shouldn't be going in for a striker like that would be wrong. But I think similar to Ineos, Kaz, I think clearly they're trying to set a precedent where they don't want to overplay for players. Because let's be honest, the last 5-6 years, there's been United tax and Chelsea tax. A player costs 50 million, United and Chelsea have to pay 80. Like there's always that extra 30, 40 onto the player. But I think if it's true that because I read something that Osimhen's willing to take a pay cut. So I know you're not saying he's asking for a lot of money, but I read elsewhere that he's actually would be willing because he likes the club. It's kind of
Rams, he's not even on a lot of wages now. He's on 120 right now. So they're saying that he's gonna go on to like 300, that 300 wage packet. But
who's
what
your highest
the-
paid player now?
it's Romelu. And us getting Romelu off the books at
And
350
Sterling.
gives us
Sterling,
Wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah, wasn't it Sterling?
Sterling's on
Lukaku.
350k. Yeah, Sterling's
It's
on
Lukaku.
350k. It's Lukaku.
it's the same.
Nah.
They're on the same price.
Lukaku's on the
right
same
around
one,
same.
but I think it's this the bonuses are better for Lukaku essentially.
Yeah.
Lukaku's got
So
better bonus.
basically, if we get Lukaku off the books to Napoli, right? Then you can pay
Pay that,
Osimhen
yeah.
220
And-
to 250. Like
And I actually think you could probably get Osimhen for in between 90 and 100 million. And I say that to say this because no one's really in for him now. Let's say you've got a lot of suitors, you're going to up the price. So you're going to keep the price. Because I swear he was touted at like 120, 130. Napoli wanted him for that. No one, like the talk started down. Yeah, you could say it's because of Euros, Copa America, and clubs just want to make sure their players come back in one piece. But I actually think if you could get him on wages, let's say between 150 to 200k, and the actual fee you pay for him is max 100 million, I can't sit here and say Chelsea shouldn't go for that because as much as I don't rate him, he will score goals in your team. You create too many chances, and I actually rate Jackson as a footballer, not as a number 9. So if you have a number 9 in your team, I think Chelsea could
Well,
cook. So
there's two ways they're looking at it anyways. There's
I would-
one, I think because there's an interest in Napoli, I think they can work out a separate deal where Lukaku goes for 30, 35 million maybe on that, because that's what Chelsea want, right? For Lukaku, where that brings down the fee for Osimhen. And ideally, when you deep it, where people need to look at it out like this. Remember, whatever wages he wants, it's not nuts wages. But if you can reduce a fee of wages off of Lukaku, that's a lot of money saved per year, anyways. That's about 50 million saved per year.
Exactly.
That wage, technically, if you put that onto all the pay packets and yada yada, trust me, Lukaku's image rights are brazy alone. If you could push that to Napoli and let Antonio Conte he wants to link him up with Kvaratskhelia up front, that's obvious, yeah. Then that deal can be made easy. That's if Napoli push that way. Or there was already a report about they don't mind going down the route of having someone like Nkunku in the false nine. I've seen Palmer in a false nine, he does the exact same kind of job, but Nkunku in the same role, it kind of makes sense. I think a lot of this plays into Chelsea's hands regardless. You know what I mean?
Which
so
one?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because we don't need to force this deal to happen. That's the best part about it. If you look at the report, he's saying Nkunku, the Nkunku part of it is saying, hey, we don't need to do this. We'll play Nkunku up top if you don't want to do this deal with us. Like straight up, that's what they're saying. We'll play Nkunku up top if you don't want to do this deal with us. So if you don't want to do this deal with us, fine. But we're giving you the opportunity to get Victor off your hands. Just not for the price you want. Plain and simple.
Either way, you're gonna have to get Lukaku off the books first, and then
and he'll go to Saudi.
And after that,
he'll go to Saudi.
You're focusing on other positions as well. I do believe we need a goalkeeper as well.
Well, actually, not anymore. You don't, because they're saying Robert Sanchez is number one.
No, hey, don't fall for this. Don't fall for this. Don't fall for this. I know they're saying that he's the number one, but I just can't see him starting over Petrovic for the most of the games. Let's say up until December. There's no way. I think Petrovic
we'll replace Chilwell too, and we'll have.
I don't. I think Sanchez. You need to wait for Sanchez to have a stinker in preseason, and then they'll change the goalkeeper. That's the reality about it.
I've got one.
That's what you need to happen.
That's one truth. One truth costs you 3 times less than the one over in Portugal. Mamardashvili is the guy. The guy.
I said that.
Didn't he go to Newcastle though? I swear,
nope.
That's pretty. He's not.
So in the deal for the some midfielder that they sold to Nottingham Forest, they got the Greek goalkeeper from Nottingham Forest. Yeah. So they don't need they're not getting another keeper.
Because I don't want to butcher his name. Say it again, Casper.
All you got to do, just you can say Mamardashvili or Mamardashvili, whichever. Like
Mamardashvili, right? He's a unit. I think if you don't get your hands on him, penalty shootouts, corners, he's claiming everything, bro. From what I've seen, he looks quite good. But I was told that him to Newcastle's pretty much done. But
that's what I thought as well. Apparently, he's got a lot of interest over. Let me just see what comes up.
Again, I don't mind Mamardashvili, but I would prefer Bulka.
Whoa, London.
I prefer Diogo Costa.
If you want him, he's going to cost you 35 million. Diogo Costa is going to cost you double.
60.
I think for me, Bulka's the one. In my personal opinion, that's the guy I would go for.
I've heard about this Bulka guy, but according to
he's a academy player from us.
According
he's
to
a
Don,
former academy player too.
According to Don, there's a guy over in Las Palmas.
Yeah, he's talking about the other guy too. I know who the other guy he's talking about from Las Palmas, but the thing is, I think for me, he's like the plan C option. I would say he's the plan C option.
Yeah. Maybe that is the case. By the way, people, there's 400 of you in here, and there's not even 150 likes. We're starving,
Pay your rent.
We need calories up in this bitch. So if you haven't done that, feed us the calories. We're starving. And sponsor Monts, £5 a month. So he doesn't, in case he misses train fares ever again, he's covered. You know what I mean? So if you're sponsoring Monts, you're smashing the like. Do the right thing. Anyways. On that notice, Y Scout, I big up Y Scout as well, man. That's Don's hunting ground, isn't it? Last one as well is obviously this Chilwell going out thing, and that only makes sense. Why are you going to be chasing Calafiori? That's not for the centre back role. Now we kind of nailed it down. You
know why Chilwell? There's 2 reasons why Chilwell is going to leave. Yeah, obviously the injuries, which I'll come back to. The main reason is that he doesn't even fit into Maresca's system. That's the main reason why Chilwell is pretty much going to leave. And I think secondly, the thing with Chilwell, I know a lot of people love to cook him these days, but like when we got him, he's actually decent for us at left back. You know what I mean? Defensively, he was actually not as bad as he was back then. Obviously, even going forward, he actually was able to put the ball back into net a bunch of times. But the thing that killed him was the ACL injury, and then back to back after that was the Achilles injury. Literally. So
keep that fucker. Keep
ACL
that
and then
mother.
Achilles,
Keep
yeah,
that
he had the ACL and the
split-head
Achilles, bro.
bastard, man.
ACL and the Achilles, bro.
Bro, this guy,
Allow
this
it.
guy's
Yeah,
been
allow
so
it.
injured. You guys have both
Yeah.
injured English left backs. That would be hilarious, bro.
No,
That
I
would be
think
hilarious.
it's going to Man City though. I think it's going to Man City there because I know Pep's been chasing him for a while as well.
I don't
You
think
know,
Pep will want. I don't think Pep
listen.
will want it now, though.
I know you lot are transfer bullies, yeah, but just leave Calafiori alone, please. Just let us
Chill
have
out, man. No, that's my guy. You know, that's my
Listen,
guy.
no,
I've been scouting him for 1 year, bro.
I think he
Hold
goes to
on, hold on.
Leverkusen.
Roms, I scouted this guy for 1 year. You know, I was
I know,
watching Syria
I know where this is going to go, Roms. I know.
I don't want him, Rams. I don't want him, Rams.
You
I'm
know,
gonna be honest. I don't
for
want
me,
him.
it ain't Nori or him, right? But from what I've seen, because he can play centre back as well, I want him. I want him.
You
I
know what,
can't-
Roms?
I have
I get it.
scouted
I
this
get
guy
it,
for
Roms.
1
I
year.
get it from your perspective because of the Euro hype, and like I know you want this kid to grow where he is, but let's say if we wait for another year, then you got maybe the transfer value gonna be raised, and then you got the likes of Real Madrid gonna go for him. So
They're already linked. Apparently, they're already linked to him as we speak.
Yeah.
But I just want Chelsea to.
Alright,
leave.
so what you're telling me, Roms? Yeah, my new title when it does happen is Calafiori's rejected Liverpool or Arsenal, or Liverpool and Chelsea for Arsenal, or Arsenal and Chelsea.
Oh my
Or
God.
I could just say Calafiori's rejected major rivals for Juventus. Crazy. Double. He just got
Or-
Sesko treatment times 2. I can see the likes right now.
If it's Madrid, you just put Calafiori rejected the Premier League.
Yeah.
Rejected
The
the
entire
EPL, bro.
league.
You rejected
Entire
everyone.
league.
Madrid. Who said Madrid, by the way?
I think it was
He did-
Marco.
I read
He
him
did earlier this week.
Nah. Why don't they want him? Nah, that's
the
not
thing
happening.
is, Real
Then
Madrid.
again, I think it was the Marzio attack. So
No, it was Marco, apparently. It was Marco. It wasn't even Madrid, apparently. And that's the
Apparently, they're trying to get for Lenny Euro as well, and Alfonso Davies.
Nah, they're in negotiation with Lenny Oro now.
Euro
That's
get
fine,
done. Euro get done.
I
Nigeria-
think you want to know something funny?
I
I
hope he
do
flops.
watch Leverkusen get him, and now Hincape is
What?
the one that everybody has to go for.
All
Alright, that
I-
might be the new link.
For
That
the
might
past
be
year.
it.
Incape is decent
I
too, but he's
watched,
really
bro.
good. He's
Watch,
really
bro.
good
I'm
too.
being
I like
serious. I'm being
Mhm.
serious. Watch.
He's a bit rash though, man. His
Yeah.
temperament needs to just. From what I
It's
Chill out. It needs to be a bit. I know what you mean, bro. Yeah.
Calafiori is just as rash as Hincape. I went and
No,
watched
but you know
him
what?
at
It's true.
Ecuador.
He seems a bit more calculated with it, though. Like,
Yeah,
I know what
he
you
is
mean. Like, I
calculated.
see him flying to stuff, but I don't know,
Incape's
man.
got the South American, you know what I mean? Heat, you know what I mean? That's a bit more.
Yeah,
What you
yeah,
saying?
he got
You
that-
know what? It's
Yeah,
hard.
you know what I
You
mean?
guys
He's
are
got
the
a bit of
South
spice, he's got a
American
bit of-
tax.
No, it's got a bit with the heat, man. You know what I mean? That's all it is, bro.
Hold on
Wait,
a
what-
second.
South
I've
American
watched,
tax.
but you know me, you know Joey, but I've told you, I've watched Calafiori all season. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
in Serie A. So
No.
I've done my scout on this guy like a lot.
Hold on a
And
second.
I've done my scouting to go against your scouting. That's what it's
Oh,
been.
you
Because
can
we've been on
listen.
stream a bunch, right? So
Yeah.
like we go against each other, and I went and saw Piero Hincape like live in person the other day against Mexico, and like he was way better than I expected him to be, like at least going forward. But I don't know. I don't know.
So what
if
you're saying, Caicedo might put in a good word.
I've just put the whole Ecuadorian core together. We got Paez, we got
You know what it is?
Caicedo, we got
You know what it is,
Hincape. Just put the core together.
Cafe was cold against my country, Jamaica, but it's Jamaica, so I can't really
Right,
take
right.
that as.
That's
I can't take that.
The
as
goal he
a-
scored against you, man, was a bit crazy, bro. I can't lie. to you, man.
Mexico's trash, by the way. I have to throw
They're
that
not
out.
like the 2010. They're not like the old.
Yeah.
men.
Don't you find it mad how many teams need left backs, top clubs? Like
Facts.
Man United.
It's
need a left
crazy,
back.
right?
Yeah. Liverpool,
Yeah,
Man United,
Liverpool.
left back. Chelsea. I don't think they need a. I think Kukre is good enough,
I
but you're still looking at a left back. So there
I
you
think
go.
it's more of a
I think
rotation.
even
That's why
Man
we do
City
use
would
him as
take a
well.
left back. I think Man City would
I
even
think-
take a left
I
back.
think
Yeah.
I think they'll be more fixated on the right back, but they got Kuto potentially staying there as well. So Jan Kuto, so they might not even need that. And also they got Vardio and Ake, so I don't think so. And then you look at Tottenham, they're
right.
also looking at a left back, maybe not the one that's going
Just
to
to
take over
back up.
Doji.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? How many
Back
teams
up with
actually
those.
need left backs?
There's
And I
not, a
don't.
lot, there's not a lot of like a world class left back now. Like you talk about.
Well, there's
maybe
rumors.
Hincapié,
There's
maybe
rumors.
Hincapié.
There's rumors of that Gutierrez guy from Girona. Man United's been scouting for like half a season.
That's a good shot.
First link came
He's a
up
good
only
player.
3 months ago. Apparently,
Good
man,
player.
look, I don't believe it. I put in question mark and I looked at the source and I said, I don't know what it is. I don't care what newspaper article writes it. It's about who writes the actual article itself, right? But Man United, what we do know, is that they have been scouting Gutierrez for a little while now. Fabrizio confirmed it. Multiple, that Sam C confirmed it. It's obvious. And Man United are looking to pay a certain amount for him. But I think the only way you're going to get him is if someone goes out this time. I don't think it's one of them you can just bring in. Someone has to go and free up a little bit of funds as well to secure it because he's got a 34 million release clause. Now that's a guy that I think.
Would you sacrifice Rashford first then? Like
What?
Where'd you sell Rashford then?
Yeah. Let's go to Man U. Let's go to Man
let's
U.
go
We
Man
talked
United,
about
man. Let's
Chelsea.
go there.
We
Exactly.
talked about Chelsea. Let's go to Man U.
Well, why would I sacrifice Rashford for a left back?
So where
Well,
do you get money? Where do you want to get money?
you need. Well, to be fair, I saw a lot of links that Rashford wants to leave as well, though, didn't he?
There was, we could talk about it. I see something along them lines, like if they're true or not. But I think that's the last player that Man United are going to be considered to leave when you got Casemiro to still get rid of. You still got Lindelof. Maguire said apparently Maguire set to leave or something like that or whatever. McTominay's being looked at. Wan-Bissaka. There's like quite a few players that you can probably pinpoint. The last one you're probably going to be looking at is what I'm going to get rid of is Rashford. But I'm going to keep Anthony though.
I could
the thing with Rashford, I feel like the only place he can go to realistic right now is PSG. I don't really see any
I'm
other.
just about to
clubs.
say that.
Literally, there's and unless any other clubs are willing to smash that money, I don't see it. And until you see PSG start doing that again,
Mate, listen. Maybe Arsenal, because we already know Arteta don't rate Martinelli. He tried to replace him with Madrid. He's tried and tested Trossard there as an impact sub.
Yeah,
Arteta does not rate that left hand side. And listen, them Rashford links, they were hot a couple of weeks ago. They've died down now, so maybe them as well. I'm being facetious there, but
the thing is, bro,
that's nasty, Rams. That's nasty,
man,
bro.
I don't know why they keep on buying like these type of players all the time. Like, move on, man.
Yo, I don't know. They're not moving on from
apparently
Rashford. Let's
also-
be real, bro. Let's be real. They're not moving on from Rashford, bro. Let's be real. Who
They-
are they
they-
selling? Who are they selling? They have to sell Casemiro, right? Casemiro.
He's
And-
probably going Saudi. Apparently, we can get 30-40 million out of him.
Varane's
Okay.
already gone.
Varane's already gone.
Eriksen's
Lindelof,
gone.
what you getting for Lindelof nowadays? 10 million?
10 million.
do you think
Why
he'll
would
What
stay?
are you getting for?
I think that's one player that might just stay one more season, no?
Nah, he'll go to Turkey or some shit, bro. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I think he went. I think
Varane's already in coma with Fabregas.
By the way, Abdimas Prime, just quickly, that's from Cradle of Sport. So
no, but the Marzio.
If it was from
Get it on
him,
there.
he would have tweeted
No, but
himself right now.
So Marcio hit a
Oh,
miss,
no,
man.
never
That's
seen
Does
when
he
he-
not write? Does he not write on that paper though?
No. So what happens is if he ever writes for the paper and it's actually like a legit thing, he would first tweet it and then he sends the link in afterwards. The fact that it's just been written in the paper means it's, you know what I mean?
I don't know,
Quite a
man.
lot. Tier two, basically tier 3.
No, we're not getting. There's no Frankie De Jong links this summer. Maybe next year when he's got like
Whatever,
a year left.
man.
I
Whatever.
genuinely
No,
believe
innit?
that the Marzio link is kind of tier 3 sources. Like he
Not for Italian
he never
transfer though.
gets it right. though.
So I take whatever he says with just a pinch of salt.
No, but not with Italian transfers. I wouldn't. I personally
If
wouldn't.
it
Him
ain't
and Alfredo Pedro.
Ornstein, if it ain't
Ornstein,
Fabrizio, just wait.
Or Matt Love for Chelsea. That's it. That's the only 3 guys.
Does anyone know about Gutierrez? Because I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything about him, but I can only say I watched a handful of Girona games, and this is when Girona was balling out. Everyone looked good. Everyone
Right.
looked good. But now I see a guy that's about 6 foot. Because you know what it is? You got to think, you know why like a Ben Chilwell would never make sense for Man United, right? Because the guy's about 5'9". Lisandro Martinez is 5'9". Why would you partner up a 5'9" left-hand side? You target that side all the time. You need a tallish center left back. That's why the whole Malacia thing don't work for me either, because he's about 5'7". Like Malacia's tiny. Do you know what I mean? You can use him, don't get me wrong, and sometimes you can rotate it that way. But this Gutierrez guy is 6 foot. And he's actually, from what I see, he's actually quality in the air as well. So on that notice,
Yeah,
kinda
Ben
see it,
Chilwell's
kinda
almost
see it.
6'2" though, bro.
And he,
I'm
and I
not
think he,
gonna-
I can't
He's
lie.
5'11".
Wait,
From what
can
I
I-
see,
Not to
no.
put Ben Chilwell on you. I don't think Ben
I
Chilwell's
don't know.
going to you guys. But
Chilwell is not,
I-
that man is not 6 foot, and I tell you now, he is shit in the air as well.
oh yeah, he is.
I think
Listen, man, maybe you want to build
his injury ruined him though.
He's 5'11".
You know what it is, man.
He's
You know, it
5'11".
maybe Sir Jim wants that English school. You know
The
what I
guys-
mean? You know, Luke Shaw.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Ben Chilwell. You know, Rashford.
He's going for Branthwaite.
You know what I
He's
mean?
going for Branthwaite.
The real,
you know
the
what
real
I'm saying?
English school. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He wants
You know what, Casper? Calafiori would be perfect for you lot as well then, because you can play left
Mhm.
centre back instead of left back.
Do you know what it is? I don't think it's good for Man United to go into a transfer battle with Juve and the rest of them, innit? It don't, for me, it don't make no sense if that's going to be the case whatsoever.
I hate to say this, bro. Remember who you are, bro. Like,
No,
Yeah.
but
wanna
it's,
come.
I
There's stuff
think
that's-
for United, they genuinely want to go the easy way first.
I'd rather go and steer clear. And to be fair, as much as I'm not going to go in and pretend like Ahmed here that I've been watching someone all year round for Bologna because we
I
weren't
don't
watching Bologna
pretend.
all year.
I'm known for
No,
watching
we're
guys.
not pretending, like,
I'm known for
you know what
watching
I'm
guys. Innit? So hey,
So,
if
so
you
I'm not
ask
gonna,
anyone,
again, I'm not gonna personally, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend. I'm only gonna go off what I've seen. I've seen Calafiori in one Bologna game, bro, and that's the game that Xerxes scored in. That's the only, and that's why I say I don't really know much about Xerxes. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend. Like a lot of these channels, yeah, a lot of man no names, yeah, because I'll start baiting man out for the fun of it. I swear down, there'll be a point, yeah, where I get to the point on my channel and all this stuff where I'll start calling man out for fun, yeah. You have not seen brothers play, and I know it. I just know it. You can't give me a whole content worth or stream worth telling me about one guy because I'll stick it on a man, yeah. Pause. That's what I'm trying to say
I'm
there.
just saying, Kaz, when it comes to Calafiori, I'm literally judging him off the 40.
Bro, this is what I'm saying.
No, Roms,
This
don't
is
do
what I'm
Roms.
saying, bro.
No.
No, I'm being honest though. No, in fact, I'm being honest. I only
Roms,
saw him in 3 games.
Roms. They're gonna go for Xerxes and Todibo, man. Nah, let them have. Let them
You know
have
what
it,
is-
bro.
you know
The
what
thing for
mean?
me, the thing for me is, bro, yeah, I actually, because of what happened at Chelsea now, I've just come to the realization I'm gonna have to do scouting because I know this club's gonna probably scout players now. So that's why I actually take an active look.
Ahmed,
Yeah.
one thing I'll say though, if
Yeah.
you lot do sign Calafiori, because you know you lot will just pay up if you have to, and plus it will be within your remit, especially under Chile regime. Yeah. Does that make way for Cole or for us? Because you know,
I think what's gonna happen, bro. No. I think what's gonna happen, Roms, yeah, is that if we are playing this back three, yeah, essentially, I think Levi Cole is gonna be made the centre back. Essentially, that's what I think.
Left
More
centre
than
back,
likely, yeah.
yeah.
The
More of a
centre
left centre back.
back.
That
the
means
centre-back,
that means
and
that
then Calafiori will be the left centre back. For us.
that means
Going back.
Mr. Badiashile will leave as well unless an offer
Yeah,
comes in as
see,
well.
you know, I've said this before.
But yeah, I
think
don't think
Buddy-
that that's the case.
I think Buddy
I don't
Shaw was
think
gonna
that
stay.
anything. I don't
What
think
is
that any one of our left center backs are going to leave still from the left side.
Only Chalobah. I think only Chalobah's gonna leave from the right hand side. In my opinion.
I
I'll
don't-
take Chalobah.
I don't
I'll
believe
take-
that.
I'll take
That would be a
Chalobah.
mistake, you know. He's one of
And I
your
don't want
best.
that to happen, by the way, too. I don't want that to happen too.
This is
Also,
this.
Also,
This is- go on.
Fofana is on his way back as well, so you could have Fofana as a right centre back.
Give up, give up.
Respectfully,
Give it
yeah,
up.
give
Give
up.
up.
There's certain
Give up.
places you have to give up.
Broken
Really.
goods.
I-
Broken goods of C.
I
Broken
always
goods of
say
C.
I always say this to all my Chelsea friends, bro. Don't
Broken
give
goods.
Fofana any hope until he shows us he can give us hope. Do not
Yeah.
give him
That's weak.
any.
This is Robert. This is weak. That see
Nah.
that 2-point. That's weak. But there's no, the only
It
strength
would-
you've got
I
is
think
in
It's gonna happen.
See,
Hey, bro,
they-
let me-
everybody's shoehorning Calafiori
Robert,
into the center
I
back
think-
role, but
yeah.
he's gonna play left back.
But
Like,
yeah,
I'm telling
he's
you
gonna
now,
play
yeah.
left back.
and,
If you're in your back four, if your right back is your strongest guy, there's something wrong.
and by the way, guys, I want to add this here too. People, listen, I know Chukwuemeka right now, he's balling out for Spain and everything like that, but the club don't really rate him that much either, from what we
Big
know.
up Lewis, man.
So-
Big up Lewis.
You know what I mean? The club don't rate him that much either. So, you know, and because of his wages too. Chukwuemeka,
Yeah,
man,
man.
he might Chukwuemeka, you
big-
know, he's another one that's on the list.
Big up Carefree, Chloe, and Sasha.
Kukureya's
As well,
not
man.
getting sold. What are you talking about?
Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that Lewis. That
Bro, what
confirms
is
it.
this guy talking about, son? What is this guy
Kukureya's
talking
wages. Kukureya's wages too.
about? It doesn't matter. He's not getting sold, bro. We just saw.
Alright,
we
brother.
just saw.
Alright.
We just saw.
He may be
Chilwell
sold. He's
being
on the list,
person.
bro.
He's
Bro,
not
but
getting
he's on
sold.
the
We
list.
just
All
We
right,
just
signed
no.
Tosin.
His
We just signed Tosin
competition's
for
getting
free.
sold. Get
How-
this
how-
son
wait,
this.
how did this go from Man United to
With his
Chelsea, by the way?
agendas, son.
I
He
did go
knows
for-
he has an agenda on Cucurella. That's why he's sitting there smiling. You see that?
No,
He's
no,
got-
That's why he's
it
sitting
turned
there
into United
smiling.
Chelsea because of me. I basically asked them if they signed Calafiori.
But do you know what it is? Yeah, you know. See, the thing is, this is what I mean. That so Chelsea fans, you lot, and to the ones that some of them in the comments, you don't even know what his best position is. Is it a centre back or is it a left back? See, for
Who?
me at Man United, for Calafiori, you lot are as a fan base, you're quite mixed on that. Yeah, I don't get me wrong. I like multifunctional players, but I need a specialist left back. Man United need a special. I need someone that's got whip city, athletic, up and down, bro, like a boner blood. Like I'm talking madness up and down the wing.
We got Simicast for you.
No, G. There's only two names I want at left back for Man
I got
United.
Benjamin Chilwell, bro.
Okay.
Can go up.
Tell me what you want from Manchester United. We talking
Simicast has a
about that.
delivery.
I'm talking- we're talking-
Tell me
He's
what
got
you
a
want
short
from
team, man.
Manchester
Chilwell's got a short team, bro. Don't
We're
forget that, man.
talking high. We're talking. I need. The thing is, Man United's in a peculiar place because they got certain profiles. Like, unfortunately, Bruno, yeah, or Kobe. Kobe, for me right now, you got to build around him for him to function. Because what lacks with him is sometimes his athleticism getting back. It's a bit median. It's like a parachute set, and you don't know what you're gonna get. Sometimes his acceleration is off, and then other times he's blowing, bro. So Man United's issue is you can see is a lot of we lack one PNP. Two, we lack athleticism. The most athletic man in our team is a bum called Scott McTominay. So on that note is, for me, I don't want Kirkez anymore because I realize he's too short and he's more of a wing back. I need a left back. Anthony Robinson or Gutierrez, from what I've seen as a profile, fit that mold. And I think they're good. And I think they're good enough, especially Gutierrez. I think he's a complete fullback for me. I think Anthony Robinson, there's still a little bit to improve. Sometimes he can be a bit suspect defensively, but I still like it enough. People think Nori is not that great. See, another name, I forgot about him, Nori as well. I'm taking him all day long. There's 3 left backs I would take.
What about Kirkes?
No, it's too short for me.
So-
He's a wing back.
So
He's a wing back,
the
man.
difference
Chilwell, bro, I'm telling you,
between
man, that's the
the
one.
difference
You're
between what you're looking for though, Kaz, and what we're looking for is going to
You're
be
looking
is
for
more
a
like
back 3 inverted type of kind of beat.
yeah,
innit?
exactly. So and we're trying to get away from that kind of up and down fullback because
That's a
our
chill world. You lot got allow it, bro.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
But that's
bro.
what you're asking for, bro. You're asking for a guy.
Chilwell is one-
You're
One-
asking for a guy that can go up and down.
Yo.
Go up and down. Can shoot.
No,
You know what I
man,
mean?
Chilwell.
There's
If you want
someone
to compare
better than
this,
that, but
if you're gonna compare this, yeah, Chilwell's that guy. Like, bro, he had them attributes, but now he lasts 2 minutes in bed, bro. He can't do that no more. He's in the injury, bro. Man's
Oh,
busting us
God.
early. G. He's out of the way,
Stop.
fam.
Yeah,
Guys,
that's
Chilwell,
crazy,
Chilwell will start over Luke Shaw.
No, he would not.
no, you wouldn't.
So-
You'll take it- you'll take
So-
I can't lie to
stop-
you, he wouldn't still. He wouldn't
Guys,
still.
guys, stop selling our players to these guys because they buy them themselves. They just go and buy it themselves. We don't need to
No.
sell it to them. They
I'll
go and
tell
they
you,
buy
I'm
it
gonna say
themselves.
He's done
Look,
that, man.
what-
He's
It
done
might
that,
not
man.
fit your remit. What about Teo Hernandez?
I would love,
They might
bro.
bump you, but
Yeah, but the thing is, he's gonna cost you what? They want
Yeah, he's
last
gonna
time they
be-
wanted last year they wanted 70 million.
and no Champions League as well. I don't know if he'll come, but
I don't really want to play like that. I'm not really sold on Teo Hernandez. The thing is, I don't think he'll come
you
to
just
us.
described the ideal left back.
Yeah, no, I would love him, but I don't think realistically we getting him, and I don't really want to be spending 70 million on left back. Not now. If he was in a comfy position,
What about
I'll grab it
Davies? Would you take
Bro.
Alphonso Davies?
in a fucking heartbeat. But when my
The
man's
thing is-
moaning,
the
you know what
thing
it is?
is-
If you got Davies, one sec. If you got Davies moaning that he's a left winger to an institution like Bayern Munich, I don't want that guy either. Because he might see, imagine left wings just start stinking out. He's like, yeah, you know what I am? A left winger.
What happened to the Real Madrid link? I swear he's
It
supposed
died. They opted for Mendy
They're
instead.
basically they're waiting for him to like run out his contract, like they do with all these players.
Hold
and
on.
get them
And also, didn't Ten Hag want Chilwell as well last year?
No, he wanted Cucurella, bro. He didn't want Chill.
Was it Cucurella? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. Look, the thing is, people, you know what? You're allowed depth in Chelsea. Like people say, but you got Cucurella. So what?
Yeah.
What? You're allowed 2 good players and multifunctional players, but at the same time, same with Man United. The thing is, what Man United hasn't had in a long time is quality in depth to the point where you're fighting for your position. To the point, that's why Liverpool was so good. That's why Man City was so good. People are fighting for your positions, bro. And you got a set 11. And the thing is, you do change and rotate, but the quality, it's like with Arsenal. This is why I think sometimes Saka can look a little bit complacent because he knows that's his thing, innit? And there's not enough fight in there. But that's the same thing with anywhere. Saka's probably always going to get that That's the difference. You got to get some guy that's gonna push you further and beyond. That's how it used to work for Man United. That's how it used to work for Chelsea back in the day. That's how it works for all teams. You know what it is, yeah, when we come to conversations about, oh, but you got this player and this player. Is it like the only team that's allowed quality in depth, Real Madrid and fucking Man City or something? Because
Exactly.
I'll be real.
I don't understand
Otherwise, you're hoarding players.
We didn't rotate.
We're probably the only anomaly because other than the centre back positions, everyone knew they were playing. And
Fabrizio just reported that, yeah.
All day.
On
you
his
know what?
podcast.
On my life, yeah, if I see
Dimas just did it there for you, bro. Literally at the bottom.
I literally
Last
just
comment.
called that.
At Dimas Prime.
from what I'm hearing, Chelsea could tempt Bologna, could tempt. So keywords could tempt. So they haven't done it.
They want
Including the play and potential negotiating for Calafiori. Arsenal are very. Bro, I'm sick of this fucking.
Bologna is one of the teams that want Cassidy. So
it makes it an easy
deal for us.
I don't know about you lot, yeah, but I'm getting very tired of Fabrizio and his recycled of tweets. It's doing my head in. I'm actually going to unnote him. I'm going to unnote him.
He'll tweet something and the next day just remix it.
But he's doing it for the Twitter money, bro. You know what he's doing it for?
Yeah,
bro.
you're doing
Bro, he has 20 million. He has 20 million in followers, bro. You think
the guy's shameless, man? All he wants is money, innit?
Every
I
single
hear
tweet
it.
makes so much.
But you know
bread,
what?
bro.
I like Fabrizio of like 2 years ago. Yes, that's why I liked it. And I know Twitter money's got involved. Get your bag and that. But you know what it is? When I see a Fabrizio tweet, I get excited. But now when David Ornstein drops a tweet, I'm super excited, bro. It don't matter what it is. All I know, first thing in the chat is from months. Ornstein Bomber. That's what it's called now, bro. You don't even know what the tweet is yet. That's how excited we get.
Ornstein's got Ornstein's clear, man.
You got Fabrizio just working with a certain company as well.
When I see that EXCL with the siren,
with the siren, yeah, you know it.
I can't lie to you, man. Ornstein's killed Fabrizio this summer.
Nah,
with his exclusives this year, he's made himself. He's number one now. He's actually number one now, bro. He's been beating Fabrizio to the punch, honestly.
That's why he's the GOAT. That's why
that is crazy.
Rance is the GOAT. Straight up.
That is crazy, man.
It's true, man. Bro, we had such a nice.
I mean, the Caicedo thing, when Ornstein, like, I'll be honest, when Ornstein was doing the Caicedo song, yeah, my eyes were peeled, blood. Like my eyes was peeled.
Bro,
when you see the athletic, yeah, when you see the little A, yeah, you're like, yeah.
I'll never forget, bro. I'll never forget 2 a.m., bro. Just about to go sleep. Monts calls.
Monts called me as well, bro.
Now, have you seen? Oh yeah, me, you, and Don in it, bro. We have to go live now. Have you seen what Ornstein's tweet? I said, brother, I'm about to go to bed. What do you mean, Ornstein? Liverpool have submitted a bit, bro. Monts is always on it first. Still, he's always on it first. It's bad.
Bro, how about this? I've been recycling Ornstein as much as Fabrizio now. Fabrizio, I like Fabrizio. The thing is, it's money. Like, do you know what it is? Obviously, he needs to get his Twitter money. I think with Fab, yeah, he's done what he needed to do, innit? Bro, he's done what he needed to do. Like, I think everyone
made it.
You know what it is, yeah?
It's a come get your chains back.
Fabrizio reminds me a little bit like Love Island. Once it was authentic, now it's looking a bit like it's all staged and shit. It's like allow it, man. It's not it. No. You used to have mad babes coming on. Now you got dusty ones, like, and you used to have mixed. The only guys that will come on are mixed guys with box hairlines. Now they got Jude Bellingham ones. It's like bro, it's not going on no more. Come on, man. Dele Alli's now Jude Bellingham.
He needs to go back to beefing. Let's be honest. He needs to go back.
He needs to, bro. He needs to
go back to beefing because, like, when they were beefing, not beefing, but
he beat that Brentford fan.
When there was a rivalry, they had a rivalry, bro. They had an actual rivalry, bro. Before, man. These days, man, all lovey-dovey, man. All friendly, bro.
The thing is Fabrizio's doing the entire world where, David Ornstein sticks to his.
You know what it is. Can we say Fabrizio is just a content creator now?
Possibly,
no, we're not gonna do that.
No, he's
a content creator. He's a content creator.
Yeah,
it's a content creator, G.
Bro, Cats, be honest, firstly, we're content creators, right?
Yeah.
Content creators, yeah.
But he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT one.
Yeah. We all are, yeah. Man, them. If you get to a certain point in YouTube, yeah, where whatever you do is gonna be off. So there's no more calculated drops. There's no more calculated thumbnails. Now I can just post my face like this, and it's still gonna get 1 million. When you get to that point, yeah, all of a sudden, now he could. Fabrizio probably got now a wife and kids and whatnot. He can spend more time with. So if he can go tweet the eyes with a Chelsea color emoji, and that's still gonna get him the same amount of money, bro, he's gonna do that because he's got to his pinnacle. He's hit his pinnacle, and now he doesn't have to prove anything to anyone.
Kaz, the irony, Kaz, the irony you speak about content creators, big up on Side every time and Paz, but he's even on playback inviting like fans for little 2 minutes.
He invited Saeed, bro. He invited Saeed to ask him questions.
So,
yeah,
you know what? You got
crazy.
a point there still.
Yeah, I said I'm gonna remember that one.
Playback, he's sitting in the chat. In his playback, he's sitting in the chat, like reading people's chats, like answering people's questions and shit. Like he's a content creator, but he has the in on everybody.
I know, man. The thing is, you know,
every journalist, every journalist.
You know, I'm saying once you get to GOAT status, certain man, and not everyone, certain man aren't hungry to stay at GOAT status. Certain man get to the top. And they go, well, whatever I'm gonna do now is gonna make money. I can shit it will make money.
But that's like most fields in life, months. Not saying it's the right thing to do.
And that's my point. Like, I'm not saying this is gonna happen to Ornstein. Now that Ornstein's at the top, we don't know how long Ornstein's gonna be the guy. Fab's got his credibility. He's got his credit. It's done. It's there. He's made. You know what I'm saying?
He's a media man now, bro. He's a media man. That's what
and he's self-made too. He doesn't have like a publication backing him or anything along the lines of that. He's just doing it on his own.
Like, you know what? We feed.
How hard he works, bro. You know,
we feed off what he says. That's why it's annoying. I can't bother with them notifications. I don't give a fuck about Brazilian man going to the Mexican league, bro. Like, come on, man. It's just one of those ones. But you know what? It's funny. Liverpool and Rabiot. Because you know what? Everything's... You know, I don't understand with Liverpool. I said it earlier, yeah. But it's gone quiet over there, innit? There's the Nori stuff, but it's like they're just trying to feed a little...
Whatever happened to Ederson?
That's normally a good
big up Blair, because I know he's going to watch this year. Big baller, yeah. Baller, bro, of a player, yeah. Don't get me wrong. This is a midfielder. Liverpool need a player like Blair. Proper DM, yeah. Cruncher, he's got, yeah, bro. Ederson went quiet. He thinks you man are still getting Ederson. He refuses to believe Rabiot.
In recent years, bar
French McTominay,
bar McAllister, and Mons help me out. I can't remember the other player. We're always under the radar. It's just out of the blue. Liverpool have agreed a deal. But McAllister's the last one I can realize that had actually a build-up. Like from the back end of that season, like 2-3 months, we were linked to him. But we normally go under the radar. Like, I won't be surprised. You know what it is? I said a lot of these fan bases, yeah, that are getting mad at, oh, we've not signed anyone and that. It was never really going to happen early. Like, clubs are waiting for the Copa America, the Euros to finish. Because imagine splashing like 80 mil on a player now, yeah? He goes off to his international competition, whether it's Olympics, Euros, Copa, gets injured. Now you're having to buy a makeshift player to play in his position now. And you might have to...
Fucking hell. You know what it is, yeah. Rance, you and your brother. It's like evil twin and then the more evil twin. Yeah, you man are too quick. You man are too quick with this shit.
It's effortless for them.
Honestly, sometimes I want, like, obviously I don't want to dive too deep on that, but that's got to be a genetical thing, innit? It's a genetic thing, innit? It has to be. There's nothing more to it. Your uncles and aunties and the family must be on job. A custom match in Rants and Expressions family must be a long day, fam.
Even between them two, bro. Even between them two.
Do you not hear them on the Rant Susan show?
Yeah, I've seen that though. Yeah.
They're awesome on their podcast. It's one of my favorite things to watch every week.
It's nasty stuff, you know. It's nasty work. I don't know how man comes.
Yeah, but Rob, didn't you also looking for Turando back in January as well?
He's gone Juve now.
He's gone Juve. That's a brilliant deal.
That's probably why Rabiot is being linked right now.
No, but hear this. You know why Rabiot just won't happen? Put it like this. I'll be very surprised if it does. He's 29 going on 30. He's not within our remit. I think
he's a free agent.
He's a free agent now.
He's a free agent.
He's a free agent. He's not a free bro.
See, that changes your mind a little, Sly, innit? You can deal with Veronica if you want.
The question is, are you going to be able to? What was his wages at Juve? What was his wages at Juve?
I'll bring them up.
Next
He
club,
wants a 9 million. He wants a 9 million.
yeah, next club he wants 9 mil. Me
Is that
personally,
it? Is that?
Mhm.
Yeah,
9 million
Rabiot ain't
euros.
no scrub,
Because
but
to be fair, it's in Italy, bro. They don't pay
9
that high
million
wages in
euro.
Italy, though.
9 million euros he wants. Is that
yeah,
it?
9 million a year basically. Yeah,
That's
like-
nothing. That's in euros.
I mean, still, they should stay the fuck away from him.
I mean, 170.
They're still, regardless of way they should
yeah,
stay
Juve are
far
holding
away
a
from
bad
him.
boy midfield. I ain't gonna cap.
I really I'm really wondering, like, is there any links happening for midfielders for you guys, or is that just something that's just not
Gone down the pan.
other than even Edison's gone quiet. No, listen, the two strongest right now, I think, are left backs. Nouri's I'm picking up right now, Calafiori, but other than that, it's just quiet. This don't surprise me. Some fans are outraged. This is the norm.
Yeah, I feel like that's just another day at Liverpool. It's another day at
That's
Liverpool.
just how it works
Honestly.
with. That's
It's
just
another
how
day
it
at
works
Liverpool.
with that.
We didn't
that
find
director
out when
now.
they send someone.
I think you guys just waiting for the competitions to be done, innit?
Wait, what did you say?
I'll be so real.
Wait, hold on. What did Monster say?
Who's got him again? I said it. Who's got him again? Man, I'm ready for listen. Fire pit, bro. Fire pit.
You
Would you guys?
150K by week.
I saw something. I just saw something in the chat. Would you guys hijack Ugarte from Manchester United?
Fuck
Would you guys
off,
take
blood.
him?
Hey, that's a player that Liverpool could do with blood. Real talk.
Just a curiosity. I mean,
McAllister Ugarte.
That's Callum's dream. Callum wants Ugarte in it. Cal been wanting that signing. I think that signing.
You know
I
it
think
is
it's
Mons.
be all right for us as well.
Do you know what it is, Mons? Last summer, and even summer before that, that'll be perfect. But you know what they say from the Great Wire? The thing about the old days, they're the old days. So he's still a baller. He's still a baller, but nah, I think that ship sailed for us personally. I don't want United getting him though as well. I'll be so real.
I have to. I feel like he works best.
Then?
I feel like he works. I feel like he works best. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to say quickly on Ugarte.
Isn't he going on a free too? Sorry, Ahmed. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I feel like with Ugarte, he works best out of position. I don't know how your new manager works. If he likes possession or not, but
who?
I don't. What's it called? Whoever the new manager for Liverpool.
He's more possession.
Yeah, Slot's more possession. So I feel like
what I don't understand.
Would work.
You know what? I don't understand. Like certain Liverpool man wanted Edison. I think that would be a good outfit. But he's bro. I'm not joking. He's kind of basically in attributes. He's quite the same as Ugarte though. His pass. Though the difference is the passing is not mad. At the same time, they both can get across the pitch very quickly and break up play very quickly. Yeah, in the air, Edison's better, I would say. Dribbling wise, I think he's kind of the same. Ugarte's not bad at dribbling. First phase, that's not their job. By the way, they don't do that kind of job. It's kind of the same-ish player. The guy that can play 6 or 8. I think Edison could just play 8 better than Ugarte, and Ugarte can just play 6 a little bit better.
I think Edison covers ground a lot better.
I
don't know about that.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I think they're both the same.
I watched Edison running.
You know what it is?
He's running wingers out of play, bro.
Yeah, but
he's running wingers out of play.
Bro, when you can play 3-4-3 as a centre mid, you can't question no one's how they get about the pitch. I'll be real. It's a long day, bro. They cover bare ground.
I guess my question, I haven't really watched Ederson as probably as much as you guys after like being linked with him and everything. I know personally, like, especially even after watching Ugarte yesterday, he's a press trigger. Like, you can go and use him as the trigger in the press. Now, like, for Ederson, is he tidy enough on the ball for him to not be that type of player?
But that's why you got McAllister. That's why you got McAllister of the world to do all of that.
But still,
I mean,
your box like too.
From the 3 games I watched,
you got what could happen to Endo then? Endo's
Wait, one second. Who did you just say, Ahmed?
I thought we said passing ranges. So
no. Say the name again. You got who to do that as well? Who?
I thought we said to pass. So I said to Boxley.
Sabozo.
What? Sabozo can pass. What are you talking about, bro? Like, listen, he might not have a good season at Liverpool, but he's a good passer.
He's not tired of it.
He's got one more season. In fact, not even one more season. He's got 6 more months, bro.
He's got 1 more minute.
Nah.
He's got 1 more.
He basically wants cash in. I don't.
You think he flopped? not. I felt like maybe just give him the season. Like I don't think he did that.
To answer your thing about
I don't
Agati and Edison,
Gravenberch is better than Szoboszlai. Sorry, Gravenberch is better than Szoboszlai, but people will see it.
it's true
fair
still.
enough.
But to answer your question, Kaz, you're saying Agati and Edison quite similar, but I think we want someone similar to Fabinho that has kind of that stature. We don't want a little midget running around.
There's only one name. There's one name.
Fabinho don't exist at the moment, bro. They don't.
Yeah,
exist.
it doesn't. There's only one name.
No, but I think in terms of stature, they're similar height, no? Edison's like...
The only DMs built like Fabinho is like Florentino Luis is built like Fabinho, but nowhere near on any
On
planet.
the ball, is garbage.
Yeah,
I'm talking more height, though. I swear Edison...
And doesn't cover as much ground as Fabinho.
Edison's
Exactly.
5'11".
I can't lie. The one name I kind of think for Liverpool that
And
makes sense,
Ugarte's 6 foot.
It's
Ugarte's 6 foot.
It's Vifer. That's the only one I can kind of think that can play the dictating kind of role ish kind of game.
Does that translate to the Prem though, Cass? Does his
I
time
don't think the thing is he presses actually really well. Like he does, he's one of the most hardworking DMs when you deep it, but I think he gets bopped off the ball. But the thing is, I think we can improve him.
He's a bit stiff.
I like
Is
him,
he
man.
athletic enough?
No.
Is he athletic enough though?
He's more.
I don't know if
Rodri.
Leifers is
More
athletic
Rodri.
enough.
Yeah, that's my problem a little bit. Where Fabinho was actually athletic. That's the difference.
Yeah, I don't think he's athletic enough. Like Fabinho was like for his height, extreme. Was able to move really, and he was able to move really well, like across the pitch. And it was more of a glide than it was more of like a clunky run from these like bigger, taller players.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you see with a lot of these bigger, taller players. They're just more clunky on the ball, or they're more like they're not athletic enough to kind of get past people and like on the turn. And like these are Fabinho was elite on that at that kind of stuff. So it's hard to replicate that, and especially because Fabinho played left back before he came to Liverpool. So it's like,
right back. But what's
right back.
At Monaco, but once you said you wanted someone that could just break up play and cover the screen the back four, no?
Wants to leak out more.
Man. Black boots, low socks.
Bro, in a clock system, even Marvelous Nakamba could have done the job, bro. Like it's
bro, you love that player. You mentioned him once a stream, you know. You mentioned him once a stream. Whether it's related to Caicedo, anyone, you mentioned him once a stream, you know.
Telling you, man, like Marvelous Nakamba slept on, bro. Lemina slept on. All of these guys slept on.
Lemina's cold. I think Lemina's
cold though.
Lemina's
cold.
Like again, another one. Yeah, Onana.
Onana would be decent. Yeah.
Did you get it?
Onana looked good in the Euros. He looked really good in the Euros.
Keep him far away from my club, man.
You see, listen, you see, if we gave him an initiation song, he wouldn't stop singing, you know. He'll sing for like hours and hours. He loves singing, you know.
That's not my name, mate.
My name's Andre, mate. Thank you. My name's Andre.
Andre's not my name, mate. Yeah,
my name, mate. But nah,
that was a crazy accent. I can't lie. That was a crazy accent.
Liverpool need a destroyer in the Klopp system. Now in the slot system, I don't know if we needed more of a destroyer or a hybrid 6-8 who can do both. Who, you know, I think the hybrid 6-8 is kind of what football's shifting towards nowadays. I think natural destroyers are being played in pivots and they're not being utilized as well as they maybe would do on the lone 6. You know what I'm saying? So, as I said, I think Onana would be someone that we could use, but we'd never buy him. I think Ugarte, the time to get him was before we went to PSG. I think Paulinho, sweet spot was 3 windows ago. Not 3 like summer windows, but 3 windows. It was the January before.
A year and a half ago.
There's one name, and I hope you don't go nowhere near him. He's saying about this guy, bro. The guy is so good, he can do any role. I don't give a shit. Not really attacking like that. Manu Kone is a nuts baller, bro. He just needs fine tuning.
Healthy enough.
You know, there's another
healthy.
There's another ball that Monts knows I've been on. But again, he's not really a destroyer, but he can destroy here and there. Tadani Randers, bro, he's so slept on.
He's so good. He's a DM. I think he's not a DM.
He's not a DM.
That's what I'm saying. That's the first thing I said. He's not a sole destroyer, but he can destroy.
I can't lie. That shot and that guy today moved me. You know, I was like, "Can you do that again? Can you do that again for me?" Because he was tidy. That guy looked tidy still. I'm not gonna cap, but that's what I like. I can't lie. The perfect six don't exist. The perfect six don't exist.
Bro, I would demand a little Lee Cat though, bro. I feel like everyone needs a Lee Cat because if I'm being honest, bro, that like the nasty side of the game, someone to just kick someone and pick up yellow cards. That's another reason I think Anthony Gordon's a prick, blood. He's a prick because he gets yellow. He's a prick.
Yeah.
Like, I think you need to have that nasty side to your team. And as we talk about Fabinho, Fabinho was a nasty guy, you know. Man was just angry for no reason at times. I don't know whether it's because of the hairlines. I don't know what it was, bro. But
you see that yellow in each game? That was cash money. Literally,
Huh?
that was
yeah, bro. Free,
Put
if
that in
you,
your bet
bro,
builder.
that 5 yellow card, you're making money, bro. You're tripling your bread, bro. And
Facts.
the thing is about Fabinho, people say he was durable, yes, but when he started to slow down, he was intelligent enough to move and be in the right position, so he doesn't have to break stride too much to make a challenge. I don't think there are too many DMs that are so good at what they do. They don't have to use their speed. They don't have to break stride to recover, or do you know what I mean? They're able to nullify certain players. I just think the DM market was so good last year. Now,
But Mont, even if we're keeping it a buck,
even right now, like you're not gonna get any more players that is kind of like.
But you know,
really
do you know what,
appealing.
Fans, yeah? Back onto Fabinho, let's keep it a buck. Even when he was elite, his lateral movement was never the greatest, bro. Like you said, I think intelligence got him out of a lot of situations because I never saw him as like his lateral movement being the greatest. But yeah, Fabinho, you're right. There's that 6 don't really exist anymore.
Joey Osimhen's salary is 203k per week, 49k in bonuses. He signed an extension in December. And
I don't know if that's true. So I just want to see the source for that. So maybe I know they signed an extension, but I don't think that the 200.
And I see someone say that Eduardo Hagen,
it's the thing that we were talking about, bro. It was the Marzio from the calcium.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But all I know, see that brother there, yeah. He deletes so much tweets and he's so frauded that he is not.
Yeah, aggregator. I thought he was an aggregator.
Yeah, he's
that's
an
the thing.
aggregator.
Like eventually, like Chelsea will do some sort of a relaunch there.
I can't wait because all I know, yeah, either Ches and Don are in the mud at one point, or a bunch of the Arsenal like a Gowan that's in the mud. So choose your battle wisely. Or now Roms because Roms wants him. So
who would you rather be in the mud? Be honest. It's
I can't lie. I'd rather Arsenal get him because I really just want to crash it on Don and Ches.
I knew it. That's what I asked you. Who do you want to be in the mud?
Yeah, and all three of these lot too. How about that? Add them to the mud. You know, bro. You know, in the new, you're not in the chat in it. Yeah, I made a like group chat, like trying to get more content creators and all that. See their personalities. Like you got Ahmed today. Bro, there's 15 Chelsea fans in there. Something we struggled with. How do you get 15 Chelsea fans in one hole? And that's not even all of them.
Hey,
you're international, man. Not even international. I'm local. No, we're international.
You're
We're international.
What are you on about? You may be the admin in that group chat.
I said I'm international. You Somalis are everywhere, G, bro. So of course.
No. I said I'm local, but the Chelsea fan is international. So you know what I mean.
Hey, brothers, fam. I mean, you man are up in Scunthorpe these days. Crazy.
I've been to Scunthorpe, so
hey. But other than that, yeah, man. Other than that, we're gonna end up wrapping there. Hey, everyone that's actually in there, there's 400 of you in there that's been there consistently. This is gonna go to Ahmed's channel if you don't mind. Look, Ahmed's it's fresh today. He could do with more subscribers, more everything, like anybody in the world of YouTube right now. So go over there. It's gonna direct you straight there. Don't leave. Make sure you go over there. And also, if you want to see Joey's channel because you like to hear how Joey says stuff, it's in the description below as well. You can go and click on his link. It's right there. It's free. If I do this, look, just quickly so you lot can see. You can see their display names right now. Go find their channels over there. So, but yeah, look, go over to the bridge. Go show him some love. Yeah, and you know, go like the video for him in a bit. And yeah, man, we're back tomorrow in the afternoon with a nice panel.